Are your fingers giving you trouble and hurting? Well, you've come to the right place. By the way, this includes thumbs. Ina and I are going to show you what you could do about it. Let's start with your right hand, where you might have some problems with a finger. This can also be applied to your left hand. Rotate your hand out like this, and then place it on the tabletop or whatever you have in front of you and get a general stretch going. Make sure that your thumb is closed in. And now make sure that your elbow is locked. And if you then move your right shoulder slowly backwards, your entire upper body that is, then you'll feel a strong stretch right here. Remember, your thumb must be closed in so that all 5 fingers are in that stretch. And you do that even though only 1 finger is troubling you, just to prepare this area in general. Do that for 2 minutes, increase the effort gradually, and afterwards take your hand off the table. And now we're going to deal with that troublesome finger. We take 1 of the 4 fingers, since with fingers the procedure is always the same. Now, with your other hand, you grab the finger from underneath, extend and lock your elbow. Then place 3 fingers of your left hand on that 1 troubled finger. Ina's doing it with 2 fingers. I use 3. Ina uses 2. And that gives you good control over that finger. So now with your arm locked, you could pull it backwards, and that stretches the entire finger and also the palm of your hand. We've prepared this in our previous exercise. Hold that for 2 or 2.5 minutes, and during that time, have your finger, or more specifically, the tip of it, push against that pull, but the hand holding the finger won't allow it. Now, relax a bit, and then pull on that finger again. Then push against that pull again, like before, and repeat that for a minimum of 2.5 minutes, and leave this position. Now, we've stretched open everything that's too short in the front. Now, we have to deal with the thumb. We mustn't forget the thumb. So you go and grab it from underneath, grab it, lock your elbow, and rotate your arm outwards as much as you can. As you can see, we're pulling on the thumb and fine adjusting it into a direction that maximizes the stretch. And hold that for a moment to give your tissue time to yield. And when you try to move your thumbs inwards again, flex it and push it inwards. But it won't budge because you're holding against that push. And you do this 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then leave the position. Now we've dealt with all 5 fingers on this side and showed you how to do it. And now we're going to rotate our arm because we want to work on the back side of it here. With joints, it's always muscles from 2 sides that are involved, at least 2 sides, and we have to work on all of them. Now, take your thumb in your hand, bend your fingers and your wrist, rotate your arm inwards, and place the back of your hand on the table, and then grab your hand like this and start stretching all the fingers. We're going to go back a bit so the camera can see it. The elbow has to be completely locked. Great. Fully locked. That's the first, the more general stretch. And you lean into this for 1.5 or 2 minutes to prep everything. Lean into the stretch. Great. And please, drop us a comment on how you're dealing with these exercises, how you feel about them. what they do for you. We're very interested in your thoughts. So please leave us a comment, and a thumbs up with a comment would also be appreciated. Thank you so much. So now, we're going back to stretch the individual fingers. Ina's going to leave her hand in this position, but now grabs her middle finger, and she now uses her index finger to pull her middle finger back towards her wrist, and then using her thumb, pushes it down. But her elbow shouldn't bend like this, but must be locked. This way you have perfect control over your finger, and stay like this. Only let your finger go, but move to your thumb. Let it go. Grab your thumb, take it, and push it inwards. Now you at home also have to try out how to best apply force. Then push your thumb in, elbow stays locked, and while you push the thumb inwards, your shoulder, if there's still room to stretch, can move back a little more now. You could feel it's more intense now, right? And you do that for 1.5, 2 minutes. And here, too, you could use the power you have in your thumb. Your thumb wants to move outwards, but you won't allow it. And the back of your hand wants to go down, but you won't allow it. You flex both, and then relax and increase the stretch. Then repeat that a couple of times until you've developed a nice and thorough stretch. We're going to let Ina work on that a little bit more. Good. By the way, please share these videos with people. Help us spread the knowledge on how to become pain-free. It would be great if you could pitch in here. Then slowly leave the position. Okay. Move your hand around, shake your hand loose, and no matter how your fingers hurt, you should give this exercise a try. Clicking up here takes you to a special video on trigger fingers and what to do about them. And down here, you could subscribe if you want to see Ina and me on a regular basis and check out many more videos as well. Bye and see you soon.